What's up? My name is Devin. I also go by Infinite or Prod by Infinite. And today we're going to be making a blast type beat with one of my new loops from my new loop kit. The Distance loop kit is actually in collaboration with Ollie, aka Quit Playing With Him Ollie. You know what I mean? He go crazy. We actually recently dropped this loop kit last week, I want to say. Has 15 loops in it, a whole bunch of R&B vibes, a whole bunch of West Coast vibes, all kind of mixed mashing together. I'll play a couple of them real quick, and then we can start getting into the beat. Amazing. I know. These are pretty good. But the one that we're going to be using today is called Distance. We'll drag that in here real quick. All right, so let's play this loop real quick. Alright, and then if you do want that loop for free, I'm actually giving out 4 of the loops from the Distance loop kit for free. All you have to do is just hit the link that's in my description. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to change the tempo from 95 to 99 so it can match the loop's BPM. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this stretch on real quick, and I'm going to stretch it back one. I'm going to stretch it back so it's at 8 bars. Now basically what that does is if I want to change the tempo now, it doesn't move. You know what I mean? So let's bring it back up to 99. Let me show you what it looks like if there is no stretching, if we didn't do that little trick. So now if we try to move the BPM, see how it moves? So if you always want to make sure that your loops are going to be in time and you want to change the tempo and stuff like that and keep them at the same length, all you have to do is that little stretch trick. And I actually did that trick because I want to speed this up to 103. For some reason, 103 has been my favorite BPM for West Coast stuff. Especially like fun, like Blxst and Kalan type vibes, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like just having it at a slightly faster tempo just brings the mood up and brings the energy up like a lot. So this is what the loop is going to sound like now. But. So I just copied it over, and now we're just going to change the second half a little bit just so it's not too repetitive. So now what I'm going to do is change this clap to a rim shot just because I feel like it's going to fit the vibe a little bit better. Rim shots have just been so popular lately. So I got this one from the exclusive drum kit volume 2. like a little 4-step. Alright, so the first one I'm going to start adding in is the stomp. So I'm going to bring up this real quick. We're going to change the envelope. We're going to bring the attack all the way down, the hold all the way up, and then all the other knobs all the way down. Now, this is what this does is that it helps us start and stop the sound whenever we want it to. So if I hold it down and I just keep my finger on there, it plays out the whole sound. But if I wanted to start and stop shorter, I don't have to play it as long. You know what I mean? I'm going to start like making like a little stomp hits and everything like that throughout the loop. Now we're just going to add in other percussions that we have now. So now that I like where the percussion is hitting at, I'm going to go back to the hi-hats and we're going to revisit them and kind of spice them up a little bit. Alright, so now we're going to do a cool little trick so we can get the root notes of the melody. So, fortunately, this loop comes with all the stems, and there's some bass in this loop. So what we're going to do is we're going to isolate that bass, and we're going to bring it into Edison and do a cool little trick. Alright, so this is the bass right here. And right now, I'm only doing this because I want to add some 808s in here. Like, I'm a huge, 808 head when it comes to all of the West Coast stuff. I always love incorporating 808s, because I know synth basses are supposed to be what you're supposed to do, but I mean I like just doing that stuff. You feel me? Now that we have the bass isolated, we're gonna highlight it, make sure it's the only thing that's playing. We're gonna go onto the master channel. We're gonna hit the record button right here, and now we're gonna hit Alt R. It's gonna bring up this screen right here. Boom. Now we have a whole another version that's independent of itself. It doesn't have all the other sounds. So now we're going to take this, open it up into Edison, and then we're going to right click this, go to Tools, convert to score, and dump it to piano roll. So now that just brought the MIDI for the bass into our piano roll. And it's usually pretty accurate too, to be honest. Now we're just going to take that kick pattern that we had, copy it, paste it over into the 808. Now we're just going to match it up to the notes that we have for the root notes. All right, now let's give it a listen. Quick tip. Don't forget to mute. Because now that we have the MIDI in here, it's just playing the loop all over again, like hella times. Sounded pretty good, so we're going to drop it down an octave. Now this 808 is hitting like a little too hard, so I'm going to bring it down. I usually like to have it around like the -3 decibels. So now that we have the 808 in there and it's hitting pretty cool, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the loop and we're actually going to cut out the low end of it so it's not clashing like how it was right there. Now, as you see, way more clean, way more clean. So whenever you're like making beats and everything like that, always make sure to cut out a good amount of low end. This is actually a little bit too much. I'm going to try to bring some in, but for the most part, you want to get this whole area dedicated just for the bass. And then that's how you can make a Blxst type beat or a kalan.frfr type beat with a loop. So, like I said earlier, if you want this loop for free, plus the other 3 that I showed you earlier in the video, click the first link that's in my bio. We giving out a free couple loops with the loop kit that we just released. So, definitely make sure to hit that up, and then also like, comment, subscribe. If you want to like, hit the like. If you want to comment, don't comment. If you want to sub, hit the sub. You feel me? So my name is Devin. I also go by Infinite or Pop by Infinite. Peace out.